The swamp had swallowed the ruined carriage whole. Broken wheels half sunk into black mud, bodies strewn like wilted flowers. Crows perched on shattered beams, picking at leather straps and spilled grain. Amora crouched beside a fallen traveler, tapping his cheek with a claw. "Dead," she announced to nobody in particular. There was no disappointment in her tone, just confirmation. Her thin demon tail curled lazily behind her like a cat mesmerized by movement. Small black horns peeked through her dark hair, glinting faintly in the swamp's greenish light. Her skin held a warm olive tone, dusted with what humans might mistake for freckles, though these were not freckles, but swirling black ash marks born from the underworld. If someone squinted, she could pass as human. If someone didn't, well. She rummaged through the carriage. Let's see. Coins, boring. Rations, boring. A book? Wait. She froze, lifted it gently. Her eyes widened like she had found salvation. She hugged the book the way someone might embrace an old friend after years apart. Then, without caring about the mud or the blood around her, she sat down and opened the first page. Within minutes, she was kicking her feet like a teenager. She loved this author. "Ooh, the wandering mage again. I missed her," she said, flipping a page. She's so curious, so brave. If only demons were allowed to be like her. She hugged the book to her chest, staring up toward the cloudy sky. In the demon world, pain came from demons. Always demons. Cruelty as culture, suffering as entertainment, violence without meaning. But this author, his worlds were different. The characters fought enemies far beyond one another, societies that rejected them, tragedies they could never escape, towering machines that crushed cities, metal ships soaring through the sky, fate itself. Yet within all that chaos, they still found joy, still dreamed, still hoped, even when hope shouldn't remain. Not for anyone who wasn't blind to reality. Amora smiled softly. "Your worlds are beautiful, writer. Beautiful and sad. You understand longing better than anyone." A shout tore through the swamp. "Demon! How dare you murder the innocent!" Amora looked up, holding her place in the book with one finger. A squad of 6 holy knights surrounded her, weapons drawn, armor marked with the crest of Saravine. Their eyes scanned. The bodies, her claws, her horns, her tail, her smile. One muttered, "No wings. Must be a lesser one. Lucky." Swords lifted. Mages began chanting, forming a spell. Another knight shouted, "She massacred them! Look at her, laughing in the blood!" Amora blinked, looked at her book, then frowned at the knight. "They don't understand," she murmured. The commander stepped forward. "Demon, you will atone for the innocent lives you butchered." Amora stood, dusting off her dress. Light surged behind the knights. The mages completed their incantation. A ray of holy energy surged forward, engulfing her in blinding brilliance. Out of the light, a cage of holy iron snapped into place. She reached out and touched the bars. Her skin hissed and burned before healing instantly. "There's no escape for you, filth," the commander declared proudly. "You are under Saravine's mercy now." She cared little for Saravine or the knights. Her kin hated them, but she never understood why. Both sides were barbarians to her, 2 tribes in an endless war without purpose. She sat cross-legged, opened her book again, and continued reading. The knights formed a circle, chanting in perfect rhythm, the precision impressive even to her. Their dance of sigils and symbols was unlike any magic she knew. Amora watched with mild curiosity. They were drawing an execution spell. She turned a page. "Back home," she said conversationally, "demons only hurt each other. Every day. No stories, no romance, no dreams, no purpose. Just claws and screams and endless hunger." A few knights hesitated. "Telling us your sad tale won't save you or your kind," one snarled. She smiled sadly. "I ran away to Velmira because I wanted something beautiful." She lifted the book. "And I found it." The mage heroine confessed her love to the hero. Amora's eyes softened, glowing faintly red. "She's everything I wish I was," she whispered. "Gentle, curious, brave. She learns about the world instead of destroying it." A knight snarled, "You talk of learning about this world, yet you massacred these people. Did you hope to learn how their souls escaped as you ripped them apart?" Amora sighed. "You don't understand." And she didn't bother explaining her feelings to blind zealots. The circle flared bright. The knights stepped back. Amora closed her book with a soft thump.
"You're about to make a mistake." "How so, demon?"
The commander spat. "Well." She tapped the holy cage with her tail, smoke rising. "This thing doesn't have nearly enough magic." A flicker, a spark. The circle erupted in a blinding golden flash. A giant projection of an angel appeared overhead, its hand lifted, forming a radiant hammer. The hammer swung down, judgment cracking through the swamp. The commander laughed.
"You'll be crushed by Seravine's wrath."
The hammer smashed into the cage, light roared, metal bent. A single black crow burst from the explosion, flying clean through the angel's throat. The light shattered like glass. When the glow faded, Amora stood calmly, dusting mud from her dress with one hand, her book in the other. The knights froze. Amora reopened her book. "One more page, then I'll handle you." She finished the chapter, stood gracefully. "Thank you for your patience, gentlemen." She spread her arms. The air collapsed inward. A storm of black metallic feathers exploded outward. The knights didn't even scream. Steel split, bones cracked, armor peeled like wet paper. Silence. Ash. Amora stepped over the blood-soaked ground, hugging the book to her chest. "Writer," she whispered into the wind. "You who understand longing. You who write worlds where pain has meaning, where love is hard-earned, where even monsters can be loved." Her tail curled into the shape of a heart. "Where are you, my beautiful creator?"